My brother's forgiven me. He, Dr. Hung, Brother Numsi has forgiven me. Dear brother, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah!
That's okay to smile, Double D.
I know, right? You mugged the camera real high. All right, welcome to another episode of Brother Noomsi. We are in episode number 4, and we're happy that you are here joining us. Today we have our guest, Mr. Kevin Egby. Welcome, Mr. Kevin Egby. Thank you for joining us
Some
today.
peoples. Yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry I've been MIA, trying to hustle, bustle, get it for the fam.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't the only one that's been MIA. I mean, it's been a month since the last episode.
Yeah,
So we had to take a little, I wouldn't call it a break. We just, life be
uh,
lifing.
life
Well,
is
not it,
always life.
it is, it is. I think it also is just a vacation, or just a time away, just to enjoy what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, this hot weather. What you mean? Enjoy. Go outside and
Right.
get cooked
It's hot everywhere. All
Everywhere.
everywhere,
around.
dude.
Man, I just
Man,
posted a meme that I saw on Instagram where it was, you ever seen the movie? Oh, you may have, Duran. Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but they showed a clip of him talking on the radio station, talking about, he was talking to himself, but he was acting like two different people. He was like, "How hot
yeah,
is it?" He said, "It's damn hot. It's so hot." It's he just kept talking about how hot it was outside because they was in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
it feels like that though.
Yeah.
It's like muggy and the heat's on your neck just make you frown and you know it's a beast, but it's cool. Gonna get to the pool next week though.
Nice.
What's up? Next week, well, where you headed?
Oh, nowhere. I'm gonna be here.
Oh,
Uh
I assume you
nah,
was going somewhere.
no. We gonna go to the wave pool. That's where we going. Um, Me and the girls we go off to one of my teachers. They work there, so
Okay.
we just gotta get there. Well, tell them when we come and we just gotta get there.
That's
Speaking
what's
of
up.
wave pool, I ain't been to wave pool in years, but I know that
Dude,
Nashville Shores is also popping right now.
I ain't been to
man, I'm
none of
cool
them.
on that.
I know you live
Wave
right around the
pool
corner
is
from
like,
Nashville Shores.
Man, don't be giving out
yeah.
my location.
It's not just, it's the vicinity. I ain't say where.
He's down the street to the left. Nah,
Right.
but now when you go though, it's like it's nostalgic because nothing is different from when we went when we were younger. So I like going. I like going, especially now, seeing from their perspective, because how we used to just be running and not really thinking about too much. Looking at them, it's the same way I used to feel. So that's a dope one.
Yeah. But now you in daddy mode. Like, y'all need to slow down for y'all slip and bust y'all head.
Nah,
Stop
I just
running.
be like, who
Hey,
go?
stop running.
Y'all can't go. If y'all going, I'm staying. I'm gonna go swim. So let me know when y'all come back to watch this stuff, and then I'm gonna go. That's what
Oh,
Mm.
I'm.
yeah. Oh,
They
okay.
16 and 14. If they running and bust their head, that's on them now, bro. That's on them now, man. I'm at that point in life with parenting. Like
You
I'm
say
gonna
that.
help you.
Let one of them
Nah, I'm
fall.
cool.
You going, oh my God, my baby.
Oh, my baby.
If Chelsea is there, it'll be oh my baby. I'll be like, you all right? Ain't nothing broke. All right, stop crying. Let's go. Let's go. If it's real bad, we'll go. But nah, man. They know what to do now. We on the Jordan just uh passed her permit test. That's
Mm.
what we've been doing here. Like, we driving now, so we moving on, man. No more ouchie ouchies. And if it is, go get a band-aid.
All right. Well, since we've been gone for about a month, there's a lot to talk about, honestly. The world is changing every day, honestly.
Right.
One thing that I wanted to bring up, well, two things real quick to talk about what's going on in the world, specifically in North America, is the Diddy trial. Y'all been keeping up with it or hearing about what's going on? They
I was
in
at
their
first
final
when
stages right now, though.
when
Yeah,
When Cassie was on the stand, I was keeping up with it, but after that, I kind of fell off.
Mm.
yeah. I mean, I think I'm with you, Deep Double D. It's more to like I was telling Chelsea, um, him being a particular issue. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people just keep on talking about. And I think, to be honest, because of how it's been going, it's either going to get dismissed or he's going to get off. Um, just different things that I've been hearing popping up that's kind of conflicting on the initial report. So,
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's going to get dismissed, but I don't think they're going to get him on all of the charges they wanted to get him on. They they
right,
they, they didn't
right.
do a good job of giving him that the RICO, that they wanted to give, and maybe
Nah,
and even talk about the sex trafficking. Like a lot of the stuff, yeah, he did was wrong, but was it actually trafficking or was it all consensual and
Nah,
he just got caught?
exactly.
yeah, nah,
And I guess the conspiracy side of me. Go ahead, Double D.
no. You good? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the conspiracy side of me, like there's a lot of stuff that probably got on. There's a lot of stuff that probably
You breaking up,
implicates
brother?
other big fish, huh?
You breaking up?
Yeah, you have video freezing and everything.
That ocean, that location.
You got that Boost Mosby.
Oh man, we were just having fun.
You
Nah,
need
I got that cricket though.
you need that. You need to
Same.
hook it up to the Xfinity. It's booming.
F Xfinity, because we got Xfinity. It ain't boom.
Xfinity is a monopoly,
It
man.
is. It is.
You can't go
Damn.
nowhere without getting them.
How about now? Am I better?
So far, so good.
So yeah, so far.
You a little dark now.
Yeah, you blending
Hey
in with
man, I
with the
am.
shadows.
Ooh, I look like a shadow. I look
Remind
like a
me, what's
Disney
it?
character.
Man, I just
Shout
got
out to
done
Alec Baldwin.
right. Hey, I just watched I rewatched the movie Ninja. I don't know if you remember that movie, The Run Ninja.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Ninja
with a
Assassin.
yeah, and
Yeah,
they was having those ninjas come popping out of the shadows just out
yeah.
of nowhere
Uh-huh.
because
Yeah. That's what it looked like he just did. He
that's
just
what it looked
faded
like.
into the
Yeah.
shadows.
Yeah, I did turn that. Hold on. I can see it how. Go to my
Anyway,
area.
in regards to the trial, I don't think there's it's going to move as the way that they wanted it to move. Now, when he
Yeah.
does get off or when he does get out, I don't know if he's going to lay low or if he's going to go wherever Russell, where Russell
Simmons.
is. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if they gonna be roommates now. He gonna try to just flee to the United States. He gonna stay here with his kids. What's gonna happen?
Nah, he ain't gonna flee. There ain't no reason for him to flee. Like
Where's
if
Russell?
anything, he overseas somewhere like Sweden or something. Something crazy.
Let me
But
see. Let's look it up, shall we?
but yeah, he ain't he ain't going nowhere. He don't care. It's gonna embolden him, if anything.
Indonesia.
That's where he currently is.
He's been living there since 2018.
Wow. I wonder why.
Because he was about
You
to have
know
some
why?
charges on him.
Yeah.
For real?
Yep.
Oprah was coming
Same
for him.
same type of charges like any man in power, just
Something like
doing too
that. Yep.
much.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but also the other thing that came out in that Diddy thing that, you know, initially wasn't talked about because of how bad she was beaten, but like Cassidy got some demons of herself, man. You know, there was some things that came out that I was just like, one, why would you put a person through that? And then two, you making yourself seem like you're just so innocent, but you talking about killing somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, especially when that did y'all hear about the video that supposedly somebody was trying to extort her on?
No,
Nah.
I haven't.
So context, one of the people workers recorded an act
Hmm.
of her and another people worker, allegedly, and allegedly got back to him. There's a voice recording of Cassidy demanding that tape from the person, talking about Diddy would get to you, I'll effing kill you. Why won't you give me the tape? Like just really being aggressive on the tape.
Mm.
So that's that didn't look too well for her. And then everything in terms of how she responded to Diddy via text after the alleged rape or the alleged sexual abuse. Now, granted, I understand like a victim side of it. You know, you go make sure and master pressure. Um, but it was real lovey-dovey type of text. It wasn't no like, why did you do this to me? Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I did hear about some of those texts that were read out loud about, even though stuff was happening the next day, just like in any other um, toxic relationship. They ran back to each other and everything was cool, and then it'll happen again. They run back to each other, type stuff.
Right, right.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. So
Yeah, it'll
I
be
ain't want to
interesting
stay
to
on that
see
too much, bro.
what the fallout is, but it ain't. I don't think it's going the way that anybody expected it to go.
Nah, I mean, to be honest, I expected it to go the same way. I expected when it first came out, because of how much information isn't really being shared, he ain't going down. And if he go down, he's bringing a lot of people down with.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So we shall see. They got what are they doing? Closing arguments and stuff right now?
Yeah, I think so.
How long do you think is the turnaround for the verdict?
I don't know.
Don't know. Don't know either. It's probably not that long. They probably already made up their mind.
Yeah.
So another thing that I had wanted to dip my toe in real quick was what's going on with the Iran and Israel conflict and what Trump is trying to insert himself in as a mediator, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
When I first heard the bombing of both countries, really, I was like, oh heck. And then when I heard that he had something going on over there too, I was like, oh man. Like all I'm thinking about is the end of days. So
I think y'all. I think people overestimate Iran sometimes. I don't think they're as powerful as people give them credit. So like even they're even if they shoot at us, first of all, they ain't got nothing that can reach all the way over here. So all they can do is get locally to the Middle East and our allies over in Europe. But even still, 90% of that stuff gets shot down in the air. Like it never even hits the ground. I don't know if y'all read the report, but what Iran shot back at the base that we had
mhm.
over in Qatar, only one missile got through. It hit an empty field. So they let it hit. And I'm pretty sure they said that Iran gave a heads up that they were going to shoot the missiles anyway. Like, hey man, we need to save face. We're gonna shoot some stuff. We know you're gonna shoot them down. Just let one of them land in this empty field over here because it is all like supposed to be guided missiles. But they technology may not even be to the point where they can like pinpoint guide it the same way that we can. So that's one thing. Two, another thing I was gonna say about the whole conflict is uh Israel is the land of escalation, right? So like if you shoot one person from Israel, they will massacre essentially 1,000 just because just off GP. Like that's if you look at history, they're the masters of escalation. So when Iran shot a missile at them, then like you already know they're gonna shoot 10 back. That's just the way they work. So that's what we've been seeing. And then the longer Israel's in a conflict, the more likely it is that America's gonna step in, regardless of who the president is, because they are one of our biggest allies. And we are like one of their biggest protectors. And what we did wasn't crazy. We just blew up some nuclear facilities because we didn't want them throwing off nukes. You know what I mean? It's like a bully going home and getting a gun because they keep getting their butt whooped. So we
Mm.
just took the gun away.
All right, I got something for you. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
pop the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to it, but I'm so, I don't know what's the best phrase for it would do. Like, I don't even really like saying his name, so I don't really pay attention to anything he got saying. I know there's a conflict. I know what the media is saying about the conflict, but I don't understand. Like, what you just explained makes sense, but I really don't understand why he feels the need to interject in everything right now. When you can't
Yeah.
even control what you got going on here and in terms of inflation. And the reason of the inflations is the byproducts of what you've been doing. So I just don't pay attention to right now. Um,
I had looked up the number of like warheads we have in the world, and like what you just mentioned, like Iran was not even on the list.
Yeah.
Like Israel is, and they only had like this is old information, I guess you could say, maybe 2 years or whatever that I was looking at, and it had
mm,
Israel having like 90. I think it says yeah, no, about 90 nuclear weapons, but the most in the world is Russia, and number two is us. And you know, like I said, Israel, they was down that list, and Iran wasn't even on the list.
Yeah. That's nukes. No,
mm.
don't nobody want nobody shooting off nukes. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I
just
mean, like, how many do you really need? I think one or two nukes can really do damage.
Heck yeah, it can do damage. Why you
Like,
need 90 for like even just for Israel? Like, why do you need like if you let off 90 of them right now?
that's the world. That's ball game.
Right?
It's Mad Max, baby. Like we are.
oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
100 nukes. What you gonna do about
Yeah. Nah, but on the conflict, to be quite honest, not when I was overseas, right? Israel and Iran were shooting rockets at each other then. And I was surprised that we didn't have a response at the time. Now, I do think it had something to do with the fact that like we was almost at the end of a presidency, no matter who stepped in at that point. Biden's term was almost over. And I don't think anybody really wanted Biden shooting anything anyway, because like was he really in charge at that point? You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Like, conspiracy theory,
Mhm.
whatever. Like, they was just propping him up and sending him on his way. Who knows what was really
it?
happening? But yeah, I was shocked. I was like, man, I can't believe we didn't interject ourselves then. So let them do it again. Like, it was to me, it was a matter of time. It was just like, I'm waiting on this. It don't matter who's in that seat. I'm waiting on this now. Some of the other stuff that he does and interject and how he talk crazy in the camera and all that type of stuff. Like he's a personality first and foremost. I think people need to remember that. Like this dude was probably 90% entertainment, 10% business before he got into the White House the first time. You know what I
I
mean? So like
always
he's
agree.
definitely built himself up as a character. So he gonna do that. Even regardless of when them cameras cut off, he probably ain't talking like that. Like he's just a showman.
No, he just like
Nah,
you said, what
yeah,
what Iran probably said to the US, like, hey, we finna shoot off these warhead or
Mm,
these missiles, and we're not aiming for y'all, but let leave this one hit. That's probably when the cameras cut off. That's probably what the conversation is between him and whoever he's talking to in other countries, as well as the people that saw here in the U.S. It's like
Mm.
when those cameras cut off. And I'm speculating. I have no idea. He's probably like, hey, even with the war with Ukraine and Russia, like when the cameras were on, he was big bad wolf. But then when the cameras cut off, he was going behind. Not I won't say behind the backs or anybody, but he was going. It was a different conversation that was being had.
Right, right. So my question though, to Double D's point of him being a character, like one, how do like well, I know how people look at US in terms of, but better question. Should there be some type of criteria in being the leader of a nation outside of being a US citizen or being born US, being born American? Because like low key it's embarrassing to have him a face of a nation. Like I can understand the face of a business and he's treating this as a business. Um, but being the leader of a nation, something totally different to me, you know. Um, you come from a political or military background, you understand the unwritten rules of certain things. Like, you've been in this world for some time, you know, not just popularity votes just because you got a lot of money behind you. I think we're setting precedent for future characters who think they can be the president of the United States.
Man, this cannot be it. I guess it's got to be more. I just Googled
No, no,
it's
35.
three things. That's it. Three
It's
things.
yes,
like you got to be over 30, what, 35,
The
33, something like
minimum
that.
minimum age is 35.
Natural
yep,
born citizen.
Natural born citizen,
yep, yep,
and you must have a been a resident in the United States for at least 14 years.
yep. That's it, man.
Easy. That's all run next year or whenever it's anybody can run. But see, here's a to your question, Kev. The problem is business as usual for most of America was not, it wasn't working no more for them. So these politics as usual, right? These born poli-sci majors, maybe a lawyer at some point, coming through the system, been a senator for a while, and now they're gonna be the president wasn't working for the average American because they felt like those people were already crooked and dirty by the time they stepped into the White House. So that's what galvanized his fan base is the fact that he was an outsider of the politic
Mhm.
world. Now, what they fail to realize is that Trump has always played a part in politics because he's
Ever-
a
Since
huge
day one.
donor. Yeah, he's a huge donor. So like he's no different, really. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
I can see why people can kind of go for something like that. Now I'm not saying him, but like
right.
something from the outside, you know what I mean? But I agree. I do feel like you should have a background and been in this for a while. I remember when Obama was running during the primaries and going against Hillary. I was like, who is this dude? I don't
Yeah,
think he should be president. He's too new.
yeah,
Like, where did he come
yeah,
from? And then next
right.
thing you know, he wins, and I'm like, I'm all behind him. Like, yeah, no, let's go, Obama. Like, whatever. But,
Yeah.
but like, it was a lot of people that was like, "Man, this young dude, and he was like 42. Like, this young dude,
Hmm.
he don't need to be in politics. But,
That's crazy, right?
but now
This
we see
young
the
dude, he's
effects.
42.
Yeah. We see the effects on the other side where you got people that's in their 70s. You like, yo, we got to get these people up out of here. Like
Out of here, bro.
if you went to school and it was all white, you shouldn't be able to run no more. It's like that time is over. Like, you know what I mean? It was some social norms that were acceptable when you was younger that's no longer acceptable. Like you can't say you got the interests of the country at heart. You still holding
Well,
on to some
hey,
old thought process.
that's why they want to make America great again, so they can make
Yeah.
sure that those norms stay norm.
Bro.
Montana's still the heartbeat of America. Get out of here. But yeah,
He
that's
said,
just I think yeah, like that crap, man. Stop. I just feel for future. for future Americans. Like
Yeah.
this should be like for real something, some structure, some systems, whatever the case may be. Like, if you were a social media influencer, you are disqualified. Sorry.
Man, what you
Uh,
said. What do you think
like,
if
do you
like Jake Paul or Logan Paul run for president next year or
come
in 2
on,
years
man? Like
because of their
it has
fan
to be.
base?
And that's all it is. And that's what I think. I know we're going to get into a lot of other things, but I think because of social media and the newness and the instant, a lot of entities are falling apart because they weren't ready for this big boom. And I feel like hip hop is one of those entities
Mm.
because you used to have to be talented or have some type of talent. But now, as long as you have a large following behind you, uh, you gonna make it, or you gonna have some type of hit or some type of platform. Um, like certain people, I disagree. They don't need the platform. They shouldn't have it, to be honest. Just
I
because
agree with you.
they're
I
trash at that point.
I think it should be some type of, I mean, you should be carrying yourself a certain type of way. It's the highest office in the country.
Yeah,
So not just anybody should be able to sit in there. You wouldn't
right.
want Lil Yachty in that seat, or you know what I
Fuck
mean? Like,
no. And I love our people, but no way, bro. And I'm not even shitting on that.
but the
I
problem
love our
is,
people.
so we already got a case study. It was him the first time. So we knew what he was going to give us the second time, but yet they still voted him in. They knew he was going to run his mouth. They knew he was going to be on his own little platform saying stuff. He
Yeah.
announced to the world that he bombed somebody on his own platform to promote his own platform, Truth. Like that's how he announced it. Like, yep, we just dropped some bombs. They no longer have a nuclear program. And then CNN is, or in Fox is reporting it, and that's how most of us got it. But he announced it there first. He tweeted it essentially just
Mm.
He's that's what he's
on
doing.
Truth. Yeah. So he's just promoting
So Truth
himself.
is another platform now?
Yeah, it's a social media platform.
I've never heard of it.
Oh,
It's his. He made it his first term because he said the news was so unbiased to him because at the time it was one of the reasons why Elon Musk bought Twitter, which is now X, is because they were censoring Trump. Like he would tweet something and then eventually they would take it down or tell him he couldn't do that. So then he created his own platform. Elon bought Twitter. So like they showed us what was going to happen. And these people
hmm
still voted him in. So
hmm
can't nobody be surprised by anything that he do.
Oh, I'm not
But
surprised.
we can't, hopefully we don't let this happen again. But I can't say that we
That's the
won't.
key. And in order to make it not happen again, yeah, you got to put in the structure now, bro.
It's gonna
So
Like
happen
if
wait,
again.
you said three criteria. Is there not a criteria about being having a federal charge or something like that? I thought you couldn't
like
run
have a
if you
felony,
yeah. I thought it was something
yeah, I'm
like
not
that with it.
because that's what I was hoping would stick him for not even getting this second run.
Hmm.
But he's of a certain complexion, so we could
I'm voting.
finagle it.
I'm voting Ti next year then or
Shit,
next
might as
term.
well rubber
Killer
band
Mike.
man.
I'm all over kill Mike for sure.
Dude, might as well. Like,
So
oh,
I Chappy GPT that question that you just asked me about being a felon. So it says there is nothing in the U.S. Constitution that prevents a convicted felon from becoming president of the United States.
That's
but they
wild.
can't vote. But they can't vote.
That's wild.
I can run the nation, but I can't vote for myself to run the nation.
Says the Constitution does not mention anything about criminal records, indictments, or convictions as disqualifications for the office. Therefore, a person who meets the three requirements is constitutionally eligible to run and serve.
I mean, I can believe that. Well, now that you say it, because you got to think the founding fathers were shooting each other on the lawns. So, like, if they would have got a crime indicted for
Like,
killing somebody, they still running. So,
But see,
think
but I don't
about it.
think
They
the
used
world
to
knows
shoot each
this.
other on some dumb shit. Like, I know
I,
we shoot each other on some dumb.
But I
Let's
didn't
have
know
a
that either.
duel.
We assume that when they convict them for grounds of impeachment or like these felony charges and stuff like that, you
Right.
assume that you can't have these offices.
Yeah.
But you got to do your research yourself and understand that, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you can.
can, bro. I knew about the born citizen, um, and I knew it wasn't that many criteria. So that's why I was like, something is change is coming.
It's crazy.
That's crazy though. Like, I'm not even gonna get on a tangent on this because I can go down a rabbit hole by just asking this doggone thing these questions. But that's crazy. This is crazy.
And
All right, let's move on to something else.
the evolution of AI is gonna blow people's mind, though.
Hey, you know what? Thank you for bringing that
That's
up. Good
that's
segue.
gonna blow people's
Uh,
mind.
I was at Meharry Medical College yesterday, and the president gave a speech to some young men that was actually there touring the facility, and he one of the profound things that he mentioned before he left the room was saying AI is the greatest advancement of the humankind. Like he was saying that we have learned more over the last 5 years with AI that we have in the civilization of the world. Meaning that every time you swipe your bank card, every time you get on social media, every time you do anything electronic, somebody is gathering all that data. Every time you send an email,
Hmm.
like that data is going
Hmm.
somewhere. And based on that,
Hmm.
all of that stuff is now fueled AI. So therefore, AI is the greatest technological advancement of the human ever. And he
I felt
basically, and he was saying also that we should also, everybody should just like want to get into a piece of that because if it's this way now, just think about in 10, 20, 30 years from now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous, especially coupling AI with the investment of the robotic program. But um, I think it's gonna be beneficial until it's detrimental. I think this is gonna be a really major rubber band effect. It's gonna stretch, and it's gonna pop, and it's gonna pop in a major way.
But it may be 50, 60 years before it pops.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be gone. Yeah, I know we're gonna be gone. But I was talking to baby girl about just how AI and robotic program is going to make the livelihood of elderly people so much comfortable because of the things they will be able to do for them in
Mhm.
assisted living. Um, and it's also going to be detrimental because it's going to put a lot of those nurses or LPNs, not even the
Yeah.
registered nurse, but the
Caregivers.
all of those people out of commission for sure. Um, they didn't learn
But
anything from Blockbuster. They get rid of.
I see it going two ways. I agree with you. It's gonna pop, but it's gonna pop either like Matrix, Skynet, but
Yeah,
Terminator type of way, or
yeah,
it's gonna be like the cartoon Wally, where everybody's so lazy. So when
yeah.
you talk about like those elderly, like one thing, like once people stop working, uh, if they don't keep moving, like they life expectancy goes down, right?
Down.
Because those
Yeah,
bones get brittle and stuff like that. So if you
yeah.
do that with AI, period, or just with people, period, like the same thing's gonna happen. Like we have to keep moving in order to keep living. So if people get too
Mhm.
comfortable and they get them chairs that hover and they like they don't even gotta lift a straw to their mouth, they just like open their mouth and the straw pop up. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna it ain't gonna work out too well. It's and everything's extremes. So it's gonna be real good for a long time, and then it's gonna
Yeah,
go
it
real
will.
bad for a while, and then we're gonna have to
It's gonna,
revolt against the machines. Like either
it's gonna
way, like we're
go.
gonna have to revolt.
I don't see
Man,
how though. Like when I saw iRobot for the first time, I was like, yeah, that's scary. Like that's way scarier to me than like Freddy Krueger and Jason and stuff like that. Um, because
yeah.
of how that feeling process that like that is a process that is a game changer. Talk, like I'm an assistant principal, and I never thought using AI will help me in my line of work. And there's so many things that I've done. Not saying like writing a paper or nothing like that. I still believe in writing. I still believe in reading. But just sparking my thought or sparking a vision, dude, it outlines a whole lot and put things in simpler terms so you can get the ball rolling. That's how I use it to get my ball rolling, to get my hamster reel churning on something that I need to complete. Um, but we also seen in my field kids doing it the wrong way. I mean, the full paper, you got words in here that you don't even know how to spell, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know you didn't write this paper. Like, what are you doing?
So
So
so iRobot, you brought that up. So is that a precursor to Apple making the first artificial robot, calling it iRobot because, Apple uses the I and everything.
mm,
That's a conspiracy theory. No. No,
yeah,
but
I
also the talking again on AI and robots, say Sonny happens, right? He becomes I wouldn't say living, but a living robot. Like he can learn, adapt, and all of that stuff. And then would you vote for that person or that machine to become the president of the United States? It was born
the
in the United
hell.
States.
It's only three criteria to
It's only exactly that's what I'm saying. It was born here. It was made here in the United States.
you
It can recite everything in the world.
you might have to after a while. Like some of it, like Kevin, you talk about how it's helping your job, you know, be easier because it's sparking that creativity and things of that. And we're talking about AI, but technology in itself, I don't
Yeah,
know, like it assists us and helps us in our lives, but how much smarter are we for it, right? Like think about we got phones. Everybody got a phone now, right? What I can't tell you the last time I pulled out an actual map and plotted a route to go from here to somewhere, right? Or I asked a human directions. Hey man, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go three lights down, make a left, and then you gotta memorize that information, hope that they was telling you the truth, look for those landmarks, you know what I mean? And then you just kind of find your way. But that's how we used to do it before the phones
right.
came. Same thing with phone numbers. You know how many phone numbers I used to have stored in my head? You know how many I
Yeah,
got stored in my head now? Maybe
right.
two. And
I
one of
got
them's
three.
mine. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So, and then like for the younger generation, unless you're as a parent forcing them to learn those things, they don't know it. They don't know where they live. They don't know where their friends live without their phone. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
they have no clue. Like why would I memorize which way we were going when we left the house? The phone does that. They're not even thinking about like if I had a friend that used to work with me. He's retired now, but he was like, uh, talk about World War III or China. He was like, man, just kill the internet. He was like, it's over. Game over for America. We're done. Like we're cooked. This generation don't know how to get nowhere, don't know how to do nothing. They're just gonna it's dark, but he was like, they're just gonna die in place. Cause like they just don't know how to function without it. And it's true.
yeah,
And that's just on the phone. So let's fast forward 10 years down the road where AI has assisted us in doing so much to where we probably don't even do the searches anymore. We just ask the question, right? You're not even typing anymore. You just ask the
yeah,
question, what you can do with Siri right now or Alexa or any of these other apps. I need
yeah.
spell. What I need to spell for? I can say it.
No, I mean, I think a certain generation has certain skills, soft skills and hidden skills that they should pass down. Like to your point about like it was mandatory my daughters knew how to get home from anywhere, you know, regardless if you knew a map, you need to know how to which interstate to go on and how what landmark to look for when you get closer to your home. Um, like cursive writing, how to be a lady. Like it's just certain things to I agree. You have to pass though, because it's not being taught, it's not being pushed. Um, Reading the map. I know how to read a map, but now it's something I need to make sure they know how to do. Like they go into a building or they go into a restaurant, on the exit, on your plan out. If something emergency go down, something bad goes
Mhm.
down. Um, but nah, these little ooh, I've been working on my words. So these little
Thundercats.
biscuit, yeah, these little biscuit eaters, man, like, yo, you 16 and you don't know how to get home. Like you missed the bus and you can't tell. I'm going to take you home, but you can't tell me your address. Like I gotta look that information up on our system. But you 16, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's embarrassing to me. Or you can't call your parent because you just threw up. We got to look that information up because you don't know their number. Like these little Negroes and like, apathy in the younger generation. Is bad. Not all of them, and I'm not throwing a wet blanket on the whole generation. There's a few of them you just look at, wow, you're going to be so lost after these next 4 years. And you can see a lot of cases like mental illness is real high because they have no direction and they're not going after something. They're just here. Um, that they will be here until they fade away. So
I don't know where to go from there.
I thought
I'm
you.
not. I'm
I
not
thought
even
you.
disagreeing with you.
I thought you was gonna say something. Like I was
Nope.
waiting. I was like, "What's on Mark got to add?"
Nope. I ain't got nothing to add on that one.
It's a I'm a pivot and segue off of that. There's a show that I watched off on Hulu called Adults or Adulting. It's one of the two.
okay,
It's I think Nick Kroll, the comedian, is a creator on it from Nick Kroll from The League. If you watch The League
Hmm.
back in the day, but anyway, it's about these young people. They all live together because most of them don't know how to adult, so they like pull together and like try to figure stuff out together. Because like, but it was so entertaining to me to watch it because it's like some of the
That's
simplest
somebody's real
stuff.
life.
Yeah. Like this dude, they're living in this dude's parents' house. His parents are like in their retirement year, so they're just off vacationing and like the hot water goes out and he has no idea how to fix it or what to do, so they just go with cold water for like a week and then they all try to YouTube it and like watch it and like try to fix it and like it's just crazy, like
I
none of
might
them
have to
have a
bro.
watch
real
this one.
job. Like,
I'm not going a week without hot water, bro.
bro,
I'm not
it's
going.
I
I'm not
can't do
going
it.
a day if I can.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like it's
it was a
certain things I'll try to finagle, but no hot water. You're not even boiling this thing. Like,
How old are they supposed to be portraying this? Like, how old are they supposed to
they
be?
got
I
to
know.
they fairly out of college, so
Okay.
they, if I was to assume, I would say 24, 25,
So
maybe
I
23.
will say give them some grace on that one because like when I finished and got outside in my real world and had to finagle some stuff like you just mentioned, Kevin, like there were some things that I didn't know how to do and I had to just fumble my way through it. But at the age I am now, like to your point, like I'm not gonna go a day without something I know I need
yeah,
that I can
yeah,
control now.
yeah.
But
That
back
I can
then,
control now. Yeah,
maybe I can see it.
But I think you had the cognitive skills to at least know
make it
something's
work.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I
they
mean, yeah.
they had an episode where one of them ended up in the hospital and then like she was supposed to do one procedure, but then like they kept trying to like do different procedures because they didn't know. And it was like it was just it's funny. You just got to kind of watch it because like it makes no sense how they live. You like how like you shouldn't even be here anymore. Like if this is how you living, like I found it entertaining, but I also found it probably like, yep, that's probably how it is. Cause I did back in 19, uh I was TA, in one of the courses at Lipscomb. Um And those kids, I was like, yo, like, did you think about this? No, I ain't never think about that. Like,
I
how?
said never.
Yeah. Or if you look at the BET Awards, right? So the BET Awards happened not too long ago. Kai Cenat did a live stream.
Trash.
Hold on, Kevin. Hold on. Let me get to my point. Jesus.
Go-
But he did a live stream behind the scenes, right? And he gets to Kevin
Mhm.
Hart's room and he's got like some Gucci shoes on or something like that. Kevin's like, hey man, your shoes ain't tied. And he goes to tuck the laces in. These are dress shoes. He tucks the laces in. He's like, you gotta
Oh
step on
my
the laces.
God.
And Kevin's like, no, tie your shoes. He was like, I don't know how to tie my shoes. Like he's just,
Oh, you're
I did.
serious.
I don't know if he was playing or not, but I did see a part of that. And Kevin was actually trying to tell him about other things about how to dress and how
yeah.
the
Yeah,
how
man.
to match the suit jacket and the pants and
And the
the
length and
shirt and
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the length and
Mhm.
everything. And then it was funny, but in that moment, but Kai, he had said, I got a question for you. And Kevin thought he was having like a real question. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And he said, man, why you on my dick? Like
Yeah. He was like, that
it
was
was
good. That
funny
was
in that
good.
moment. It
It
was
was.
good.
I think
But
that
he
No,
was
was
the
I
trying to
funniest
like
pour some
thing.
life skills
I
into
like
him, and then he got
That
tricked
was
into a joke.
that was the
I
funniest
like
thing I
him.
heard Kai say ever.
No,
Like
I like him.
he slipped that in
He's
perfect.
funny.
He did.
He's funny. And he hold people accountable. Like he ain't like that speed dude. That speed dude is different. But I like
Oh
Kai.
Mm,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kai kind of, to me, Kai and Speed are the originators of this whole influencer thing.
mm.
Um, and you got so many now. I'm just like I just be looking. Yeah, transparency, guilty pleasure, still world star videos. Like
You still do
I can,
those?
oh my God, what?
I didn't
And
know.
you know what even confirms it? The fact that Kendrick Lamar put it in a bar. Like, oh, okay, I know I ain't the only one still watching this. But anyway, I be seeing the new influencers on that. That's how I really keep up with what's going on out there in the world. World Star Videos at BBC, baby.
But back to your comment about the BET Awards being trash.
I didn't say that.
What
What
didn't you like
happened,
about it?
man? One, I think being unprepared is not professional. I think holding an award show and acknowledging people is real dope, but you shouldn't waste people's time. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like it wasn't it, well, let me say it like this. It's not the BET Awards that I remember.
What
And I
so
actually tried to tune in into it.
give an example of how, you know, you said unprepared. So what do you mean by that?
So like MC Light does a dope job hosting,
Being the
MCing
host.
that
Mhm.
event. But
Mm,
the transitions from her to different people,
mm,
none, I wouldn't say none, that's being facetious. A lot of them were not either ready, either ad-libbing while the teleprompter got put up, or not just really, really funny. Like their jokes weren't landing, you know. And I just, I don't know, man. I don't like how hip hop is going, the path that it's going right now. So I'd be on my soapbox about that. I appreciate like the iconic awards, but certain people shouldn't work win best rap album just because of the streams. Are y'all listening to now? Um, like an album I think really got slept on was Common's album with um yeah, Common did an album with a dude. Um, And I thought that was at the time one of the best albums that's put out. Am I still on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should hear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now I can agree to the awards are not going probably to the place that they need to go. And it could be better in that function. And also the
Pete
teleprompter
Rock.
situation. But yeah.
Comment Pete Rock. Sorry.
Whoever was working the teleprompter was very slow in their game. Like you can't everybody's not made to ad lib. But then
Not
also
everyone is it.
I don't
You're
know
you're right.
who you got writing for these people, but like write it in their voice. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna write something for Drewski and Kai.
Yeah.
Like you should write it for them, not write it how you think they should talk and how they, or let's just let them write it. Like bring them in on
Yeah.
the front end or something like that. So I do agree. I do think the iconic awards was kind of cool. I do like the fact that they made everybody dress up this year. like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that Kevin was like, put your like dress up, put your stuff away. Like I'm tired of
Yeah.
seeing it. Like all that was I thought was a good improvement uh on years past. But then like it's I mean it's really just a big showcase. Like it's not even
That's it.
awards anymore. Like it's just
Hmm.
it's a concert essentially. So and everybody ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I'm just gonna say some of that stuff ain't for me. Lamar, you on mute.
It ain't for
My
you.
bad. Yeah, same. I was saying because you old.
Nah, I mean
That's
that's
true,
fine.
man. That's cool. I'll be on. I'm young at heart, but
What's the one dude
I,
that came out? Uh that Drewski, Kai, and Kevin introduced. He was
I didn't
like,
watch it.
oh yeah, he's
he
he's a
performed.
rapper. Yeah, rapper. Uh,
Like after a while, I cut it off. I ain't gonna
I
lie to
can't.
you,
I don't
but
even know his name. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
DD
Yeah,
D was it DDG? The other
nah, it wouldn't be
uh
DG. It would, but I mean, in that vein, like NBA young boy, one of them young dudes, man. They supposed to be the hottest thing in the streets right now. I don't even know who they are. You know what I mean?
I,
like,
the only
Because you
young
old.
bro,
no,
they look
okay.
factory. They look
They
factory.
are.
All of them
They
got
all sound as
dreads. They all
yeah, and
sound the
Playboy
all
same. They
Cardi.
all
yeah,
Playboy card.
yeah.
And they were hyped for him. And I'm like, I don't even know this song. like, who is this dude?
My daughters love him, but all of his songs are auto-tuned. Like I don't know what he sounds like for real. The only young rapper that I'm like, oh man, you nice. But and I think he's nice to me because he sounds like a 90s and 2000s rapper from the South
Mm,
is Big X the Plug. Like,
I like Big X. I fool
yeah,
with
I
Big
like him
like
X.
too. I like him
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. His flow to me is dope, but
Yeah. And
like yeah,
he bridges the gap because he uses a lot of old beats. So it's
and he
always,
actually is rapping about stuff when
yeah,
he's rapping, you know. So I fool with him. I fool with Larry June. I like his melodic flow. But nah, I put on Reasonable Doubt in a second and let it ride.
But you know who
Um,
else I like? Honestly, I know since we're naming new artists, one is I don't know how new he is, but I started listening to him a lot now. Is Akeem Ali.
Hakeem Ali, yeah.
haven't
I like
heard
the way
of him.
yep, look him up.
He's straight.
He a rapping
He's a
pimp.
poet. Yeah.
he a
He's a
rapping pimp.
poet.
I met
So
that
he like
dude.
Primo Rice.
I don't know who that is.
He's a West Coast rapper, but he raps that pimp-ish all the time.
Mm,
Like he got a nice flow, but he'll call a female a B in a verse in a second.
yeah. Now you got me looking. Now I want to see who I even got on my playlist.
Going
Oh
back to
no,
the
it's
BT
just
Awards real quick while you're looking at it though, real
Yeah.
quick.
yeah.
So the ratings for this year was about 3 million views,
Oh
which is
wow.
over, I guess it says over 3 million views across 10 different streaming platforms. Everything is
I
streaming
wasn't
now.
in,
So,
I wouldn't
but
even have thought that.
but then it's about the same in 2024, same in 2023. And but then in 2022, it was like 3.2 million. And out of the last 10 years, the most that we've had was in 2015 with 6.27 million views.
And I think that's when that dude was
And,
doing it. It
and
was
then it
one
started going
dude.
down since then.
Yeah, it was one dude that was his thing. He was the dude that put together the BET Awards. He was bald headed black dude.
Oh, you
He
talking
always
about
stepped
I know you talking about. He
he
did
always
the
stepped out with the lady, the owner, the person who bought BET. What was her
oh
name?
you're not talking about who
Mhm.
I know who you're talking about now. Uh shoot, what is her name? She didn't buy BET. She's just the um like the CEO.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but when he was doing it, I thought they were put together and they were elegant and classy like an award show should be. To me, I know it's hip hop, I know it's rap, but you know, y'all worked hard and people are trying to recognize you. You don't need to be up there in a white beater with your pants at your ankle with the nothing but jewelry on.
Deborah Lee,
Deborah
Yeah,
Lee.
she's the
Yeah.
CEO, right?
she was.
Oh, she's
Oh
not no more.
wow.
No, she was at that time of that
Mm,
highest
mm.
viewership.
Yep. Who's the CEO now?
It is Scott Mills,
Mm.
Mm,
whoever
it's
that is.
trash.
But some of it, like I think about like Fox when he did his acceptance speech, and he was talking about forget the Oscars, this is it, this is us, because it's different when we recognize each other. I agree with. However, I don't feel like our community takes it as seriously as the Oscars. And if we
Yep.
did, then we
Right.
could be far and beyond because we are the talent. You know what I mean? We are the
Yeah.
culture. We are the ones that move the needle. So if we really did take the time to really recognize our people, really give them their flowers like they deserve, like you said, dress up, even when you perform and put on a spectacle show, as what they try to do with the Oscars, then nah, like it would be crazy. Like we could shut the Oscars down, and then if we boycotted that too, the Oscars, the Grammys, and just did our own thing, who they got?
We did. It was the Source Awards and
Nah, the Sorcerer Wars was nothing but
and
fights.
the other ones. I know that, but to your point, that was our thing outside of BET. Those were our things.
Yep.
We don't know how to act.
We don't know
But
how
we
to act.
could, one, again, like to enforce a dress code. I know everybody hates the dress code, but enforce a dress code. Already that puts people in a different mood. Because some people won't come out because they can't wear whatever they want to. All right, stay home.
Cool. Stay home.
Stay home.
You'll send your award to you.
Yep. Such and such couldn't be here tonight. We're gonna
Nothing
accept on
wrong
his
with that.
behalf.
It was nothing wrong with that to me. It was nothing wrong with that to me. And I appreciate your Jay-Z's and Beyonce's going to those awards. Like at one point, once you were black and you reached a certain level, they stopped going to those type of awards. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, unless they getting publicly recognized like a icon award or something like that.
right, right.
Man,
All right.
I'm sorry. The last thing on this rapper stuff. So I'm on ChatGPT and I'm typing stuff in. So I asked who is the top 10 rappers of 2025, which of course,
Doshi.
nope. So, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Travis Scott, J. Cole, Future, Lil Durk, 21 Savage, Tyler the Creator, Lil Wayne, and Playboy Cardi.
I I was with you into the last. Like I
But
got all
then
those other albums.
they said that the rising so then I asked, okay, so who are the rising 10 of
Mm,
2025? And I only know one of these people. Three maybe. So it's Laser Dim 700,
yep.
Who?
Star Bands,
Fire.
Who's that?
Fire.
Nino Pad,
Who's
AZ
that?
Cheek,
Oh yeah, he
LA
out of the East
His
Russell,
name
Coast.
is Cheek. His name
LA
is
Russell,
Cheek.
Ray Vaughn,
I know Rayvon.
Nassan,
I heard Rayvon.
Lexa
Oh,
Gates, 1900
next.
Rugrat,
Yep, out of
And
That
St.
Dochi,
Louis.
yeah, you can
bruh.
pass me on all of them.
I don't know. The only one that I actually
Oh,
knew or
well,
even heard of was L.A. Russell, of course Dochi, and Ray Vaughn.
do they all have the same type of sound?
Probably.
No,
Because
because
if
they all from
so,
different cities. So they from Chicago,
that
L.A.
don't matter no more.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true.
Bro. I feel like,
I remember at one point different regions had different sayings.
yeah.
Like, like I think now everybody says the same thing
Mexican OT.
now.
I,
Who?
I think I heard of him.
I know
I
who it
actually
is. I
have
like
heard of
him
him.
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, man.
But these
I
But
bet the
names,
girls,
the names are
the girls
terrible.
probably.
The names are terrible. Like I feel like my parents when they heard Tupac, like to who? Like why you name so like you just make you feel old. Like yo, what lasers? Do you say somebody was laser beam something like Buzz
Laser Quest,
Lightyear three
man.
thousand?
Laser Dim 700.
Laser dim.
It sounds like laser disc.
But I did say that with who was that group? Never is it NBL?
Yeah, young
NBL?
boy.
Never broke again, something like that. Never.
Yeah, uh-huh.
See, I didn't know that. I was like, what? Why would he name himself NBA Young Boy? You sound, but when you
Because he
say
never,
it and
yeah,
breaking
when
it,
you say that at work, yeah, yeah. It makes
it was
sense when you say
cool.
it.
Yeah. But when you say it the first time, you like, you really show your age. You old, bro. And Laser Quest, man, probably got a meaning behind his name. But, you know, we old.
He's
So
he grew up playing Laser Quest. Like he was just in a
they
he
need to
was
bring that back.
he was in
They need to
QZAR
bring
just
Laser
shooting it
Quest
up.
up. They need to bring that back. They
They
need to
do. It's
revamp
at
it.
the bowling alleys.
No, I'm talking about downtown with the setup that we had when we were young. That's what I'm talking.
Nah,
Yeah,
man, people
it's
ain't
Before,
it's
that
in
active
bowling
no more.
alleys.
Nah, they just give you VR and sit you in the same room so you ain't got to move too much.
uh,
All right, cool. So I think that was actually entertaining. Talking about these names that we don't know who they are. It might be fire. Who knows? I'm gonna
Uh,
look up a couple of them and see.
the future of the industry.
All right.
tell me how it goes when you do that. I'm gonna let your ears go through that process.
Hey, I might hit you up tomorrow and be like, hey, you need to listen to this one.
Yeah,
Now,
you need to listen to
you just
Laserdisc.
gonna be doing it to be trolling. Nah, especially if you tip, I'll be like, all right, which name? If you send me Laser Quest, I'm gonna definitely tell.
You
He
know,
trolling.
they need to hop on a compilation album like back in the day.
They need
Like
to
for a
put
movie or
skits in their
Nobody
something.
do those
album.
no more, do
You
they?
remember when they used to do the soundtracks? They used to have a compilation album. That's how I found
Yes,
Fabulous. First time I ever heard
yeah,
Fabulous was on the compilation album.
yeah. That's how you have to discover people. Actually listening to certain songs
Yeah,
instead of what's hot on TikTok. Um,
Yeah,
bro.
you only get a snippet of the song on TikTok. They don't play the whole thing.
and when I
People's
play a
attention span
song,
is like that.
when I play a song, they reference it, Jordan and Lauren, that's who they are. Oh, that's on TikTok. No, that's an old track, baby. That's an actual good song. That's not on TikTok. But yeah, it's cool.
So over the month that we were not recording anything, I uh I went on a little binge of movies because I thought we was going to be, you know what I'm saying, recording often.
It sounds like you like it's my fault.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll take some blame in that. So, but it
I
just
threw
so
some
happened that
AI videos out there to hold everybody over.
you did.
So
Uh,
you went to the movie theater or you
I I
streamed?
I both. I went to the
Okay.
I
movies
both.
and
I both.
both. Yeah, BOOF. Both. So
Oh
I saw
God.
the accountant in the theater. That was real good. The accountant too. It
Okay.
Yeah, I
wasn't like
saw
the
that.
first. It wasn't like the first one. I like the first one better than the second one. The second one was good, but I like the first one better.
I
What's the
like the
first one on?
they both on
Both.
Prime right now. They both.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
both on
okay.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Um,
Chelsea got Amazon Prime. Okay.
and then I started going down a rabbit hole when I was just up in the middle of the night. So I started looking at other stuff that I ain't seen that's been out for a while. Memory is one with Liam Neeson. I don't know if you even heard of this song. I mean, this movie. But it was actually pretty good. He actually, spoiler alert, he dies. I was like, I've never seen a movie with him in it that he dies.
Who?
Liam Neeson?
Is that 007 dude?
Nah, that's
Nah. That's I have
the
a particular set of skills, man.
yeah. Taken. Is it
Oh,
Taken?
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
taken.
He's
Taken.
about to do Naked Gun.
That's Dark
That's gonna
Man.
be
Yes.
hilarious. That is gonna be hilarious.
I don't think so.
You don't think
You don't
so?
think so?
Nah, I think
I
it's. I
Well,
do.
I'm
think
a neck.
I,
I like Naked Gun
I
when I
do
was a little
too.
kid.
I did
Okay.
too. I think they just gonna miss the mark as to what comedy is in this era. Like I think they're gonna
Mm.
try either they're gonna try to replicate what the old Naked Gun is, and it's not gonna hit the same, or they're gonna go too far and try to just do a whole bunch of TikTok trends in a movie, and everybody's like, it's not gonna work out.
I don't
It's
think
kind of
so. I think
it's gonna be like Scary Movie 7. You know what I mean? Like
I
you
I,
just
th-
went too far.
I think that they are going to try to hit like on the old Naked Gun movies, and it's going to resonate with us, of course, but it's going to bring probably some of this younger generation to be like, ah, that is funny. Kind of like how Airplane was, like the movie Airplane. I don't know if you remember that
Airplane's
old movie
funny.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow,
speaking of
hilarious.
just like they do in Naked Gun,
Airplane.
they're about to bring back
Uh,
that star. What is it?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
I just watched it the other day. It was on Max. That is hilarious. I like movies like that. Naked Gun, Spaceballs.
Hot shots.
Yeah,
My
Hot Shots
my
Part
my
Two.
Yeah.
my dude, my dude that did the voices, and he was a police. Is it Police Academy?
Police
Yeah,
Academy.
Police
Yep.
Academy. Yep.
Yeah, like those shows, man. I used to love them jokes when I was younger, man. Now,
Yeah, I
because
think
you could get
they're
a
probably gonna
nice
start
little
making
snip.
movies like that.
I don't think I don't think this generation gonna go for it. I don't think it's gonna hit. I could just be
I feel
wrong.
like
I
shit
think we just
about this
we
generation.
came out the 80s. The 80s was corny in itself anyway. So like it was
Yeah,
polar opposite. Either it was corny or it was crack. Like it was no in between. So I think they got away with a lot of corny stuff that we still find funny. But if I show Sean, he'd be like, what is this? I'm sitting there
Yeah.
I
cracking up, and he just looking at me like, "Dad, this is not funny." Like I don't know.
yeah,
I'm gonna go back to YouTube, watch somebody build Minecraft characters. Like whatever.
like you be having tears in your eyes, funny. They be looking upside your head. I know. I feel your pain, Double D. Because I could go down the like scary pranks, scary. Okay, scaring females. Um, somebody like either sharting on themselves or pretending to fart in public. Oh, like like have y'all seen a cat's reaction to new food or something like that?
Mm.
No.
Oh, they actually gag and vomit, man. It's hilarious, dude. Like stuff like that, I be on just straight TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter,
Instagram.
straight
Oh,
Twitter.
Twitter.
No, I
Oh,
don't
see,
even,
I'm not a Twitter person.
yeah, I don't have Instagram. I only have Twitter and Facebook. And the only reason I had Twitter is because I was buying all them damn shoes at one point. That's how I got my links. But what other
Well,
movies you been on?
Den of Thieves too.
I hadn't watched that
I
because it didn't
I
look like the
seen
first one.
it.
It's definitely not the first one.
Is it good? The first one was a
It's
banger.
not the first one.
The first one's hard.
First one was
It's a disappointment.
first one was good.
Like
The first one was like
like
was that
ex
one.
what was that? Extraction 2, total miss
Yeah.
compared
Extraction
to
1 was
because
definitely absolutely.
oh my
They
goodness.
tried to. It was too much action. Like,
And
there's a
what
point. Like, all right, this ain't even realistic no more.
which
Just
movie you talking about?
Using the extraction too.
Extraction.
Oh yeah, it was bad. I didn't even finish it. I was like, what are we
So you're
doing?
so you're Thor again, huh? Like,
So
It's
then the Killing Room was pretty good. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's with Uma
mm-mm.
Thurman and Sam Jackson and what's the guy's name? I can't remember the name of him.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Oh, okay.
The
It
Killing
was
Room.
actually the Killing Room. It was basically about they was in a mafia or some gang or whatever. What happened to Kevin? He just disappeared.
I'm looking it up. My
Oh,
bad.
okay. I'm not. But uh, they are trying
Uh,
to laundry money. They trying to find somebody to clean it, and they found this woman who owns an art gallery, and so
damn, it came out in 2009.
they started cleaning them up. No, is it?
The
No,
Killing Room.
Killer's Game.
Oh, why did I hear the Killing Room? My
He did
bad.
because that's what he said.
No, it's not. Is it?
That is what
That's what
that's
you
what he
said.
said. No, that's
Roll
what
back the
you said.
footage. Roll back the footage.
I ain't say nothing about no killing.
The killer's room. The killing room. The killing room. I did
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
what.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
Killing
then
Room.
you just said the killer's game.
Man, hold on, man. So there's two
The
different
Killing.
movies. There's two different
Okay,
ones. Okay, so one is called
okay.
The Killer's Game. That movie is with Batista.
Okay, yeah,
He
yeah, yeah. He's
he's the
like
one
he's
he about to
he's supposed
die
to
or
be
something.
sick, but then
Yeah,
he's not, so he tries to
right.
call it off. Yeah,
That's
okay.
right. That's right. So that's one. That's called The Killer's Game. And then The Killing Room, I did say that. Um, with Samuel L. Jackson. I'm looking it up. See, make sure yeah, The Kill Room, not killing, The Kill. My
the
bad.
Kill Room.
Take off the
Okay.
ing.
So you were still wrong.
Hey, I don't need you to fact check me now. But that
Uh,
was real good too.
I'll check. It's a
And then
couple of them I'll check out.
I watched Minecraft. That was garbage. I didn't like it. I know it was a kiddie
I'm
movie, but
definitely
I didn't
not.
like it.
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely not
watched
watching.
it. I
Did you
watched
I'm
like
it.
not
it?
watching that.
I took a nap and then I woke up and then I finished
Mm-hmm.
it and I was like, all
Mm-hmm.
right.
Old
Yeah,
guy was pretty good. That's a movie with Christopher Waltz. He's playing a old assassin who's trying to train another assassin.
mm,
That was good. And then
okay.
Love Hurts.
Yeah, I didn't watch that neither.
Yeah, that one. It was you
Key
see
Kwan,
most of
Key,
everything with on the trailer.
yeah, Data.
Yeah, Data.
What movie you been on?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, that's a good question, man. I saw The Accountant too. Enjoyed that. You froze, by the way. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I am froze. I look suspect too. Hold on. How do you get that video off, dude?
I mean, you can't I'm trying not to laugh.
I froze 2 times.
You can't move or like remove your video and then bring it back.
Oh
Man.
shoot. Hold on. All right.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
That was
Cool.
good. Uh, I'm trying to look up to see if I seen anything. I really hadn't been watching. I feel like a
Now
whole
I've been
lot
on
of.
shows. I've been like I try to watch The Waterfront and I stopped watching
I,
that.
I
it
did
ain't good
watch.
because I was going to actually start watching it.
It was good until I started predicting what was going to happen next. I
Yeah,
hate when
I
I can
hate
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
I watched
Um,
that. It's a show. God, what's the name of it?
I'm watching Stick on
Dope,
Apple Plus with
dope
Owen
something.
Wilson. Yeah,
Dope like the old school movie.
It's
I
with
mean, dope.
dude that played Paperboy. Can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Paperboy.
okay. Yeah.
yeah. That was on Apple
Dope
Plus too.
Thief.
That movie you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, Dope Thief. That ended up being pretty good. Yeah, and other
See,
than
y'all be
that,
venturing. See, now I need to stop doing that because that be my problem. I try to listen, not listen, can't do that. I try to watch movies based on how it would sound on my surround sound, and if it ain't coming in like I wanted, I don't even entertain it.
you just cut
Um,
it off.
yeah,
So you
I
want you
switch it
wanted the
off.
boom
Yeah.
and bang.
Sometimes I want the boom and bang, but sometimes I want to, sit here, hear a little rustle behind me, make me go, like turn around, like, what's that? Um, so if it's not giving me the full immersion of the movie, I tend to turn it off, but I need to do better. Give some of these Jones a try.
Somebody gave me a recommendation for the Righteous Gemstones off of HBO Max. I don't know if it was you,
I
Duran, or
watched
somebody
the
else.
I watched the first season of it a
I
while
did
back,
too.
but I didn't finish it. I liked
I
it.
didn't like it.
Anything Danny McBride does with Max, that is it, Vice Principals, and then
I didn't watch that.
uh the Kenny Powers one, Eastbound and Down.
Hmm.
All that's funny to me. But Righteous Gemstones, it's just I don't know. I tried to get back into it on season two and it just didn't work out. So
I couldn't get into it after a couple of episodes. Some of the stuff was like teetering the line for me of
blasphemy.
where, yeah, of where I am in my walk with, with God and faith and Christian
Yeah.
beliefs, and like it was teetering that line to me.
Why you look around the house when you said that?
It was no reason. I was actually trying to look at my mic, just make sure it wasn't moving.
It looked like
I'm
he was
telling the
shaking like
truth, Jesus.
my walk with God.
Tell him, tell him who you walk with. I'm right here with you, my son.
Lord and
No,
Savior
but
Jesus Christ.
Man.
absolutely, all day, every day. But I tried out the Lotus Flower on Max. We watched the first season of that. Well, got two more episodes to watch of that. That's good to me.
I
Um,
watched the first episode. That was it.
it's hilarious. It gets funny towards like episode 4 or 5.
Oh, I did watch on Hulu. There's a it's animated, but it's Predators Killers.
Is it good? I
How was
love
it?
anime.
Yes, it is good. It's essentially like three interwoven storylines where the Predators, they're in Vikings, they're in like Japan, and then they're in World War II. And then like it just kind of goes from there. I ain't gonna get too much because I do recommend that y'all watch it because it's actually pretty good.
Going
What's
back
it called?
to
Predator Killer of Killers
on Hulu.
Okay.
on Hulu.
Okay. Kevin, you was talking about some movie or TV show that you was watching. It said Lotus
Lotus,
Flower, but
yeah,
it's the
Yeah.
the White
uh,
Lotus.
the White
yeah.
Lotus, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. The White Lotus. My bad.
Man, we all over the place, boy. He said
Yeah.
the Lotus
The
Flower.
White Lotus.
I'm
I'm not
typing it
putting up
in. I said,
Um.
I don't see that.
I ain't putting up no posters. Just like it ain't happening on this one.
Posters. It
Yeah.
might be something naughty if you type in some stuff.
Nah,
That's
nah,
too
nah, nah, nah,
many.
nah, nah. Yeah.
Uh, oh
You might
yeah.
just have to do like a box with just a list of them.
I did. I
That would be dope.
rewatched
A box
Sinners.
for everyone. See, I haven't even watched the first time.
It's on
Who?
Max.
What is it?
Sinners.
Shut
It's on
up.
Max already?
Yeah, it's on Max.
You're lying.
Why would I? No, it's not. It's not. You're right. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
I'm about
coming.
to say.
It's like I
I'm about
think it
to.
might be tomorrow. It
Oh,
might come out
shut up.
tomorrow. Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's already posted
Yeah,
on Max. That's coming soon.
I'm gonna watch that. Uh, Baby girl watched it twice.
Nah, once is
Uh,
enough for me.
You
yeah, my
saw it?
oldest watched it twice.
Because last time we had look,
Hey,
I
bro.
think
Hey, you. That
no,
was a
I'm
month
just saying
ago.
the last time we didn't you hadn't seen it. So
Yeah, I saw
No,
it,
the 4th of July. I'm sorry, I lied. It come out the 4th.
which is next week, next Friday.
I'll be on it on the 5th. The 4th.
I liked it. I really liked it. I
Yeah,
thought it was
a
good.
lot of people raved about it, especially the symbolism in it. You know, we are getting older, even though I'm young at heart, but there's certain things like I want to know about,
Mm.
not just entertain me, but put me on game about certain things too. I
Mhm.
appreciate that.
I was actually at
Like,
a poker game. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was at a
nah,
poker
you good.
game right after I had saw the movie, and there was a gentleman that was actually there who was from Mississippi, and he was telling me about the story. Who I can't remember his name right now. Who the guitar player was,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and who he's based off of, and
Mm-hmm.
how they grew up hearing stories about this thing, about this man, and now that they made a movie about it with him in it, and how
Buddy Guy.
I don't know, it wasn't Buddy Guy, it was somebody else.
It's a, I
Buddy
know you
Guy
talking about
played
you
the
talking about
man in the
the
movie.
dude. So in real life, they assumed that the guy sold his soul because he wasn't
Hmm.
good one day,
Hmm.
and then the next
And then
day
all
he
of a
was like
sudden,
on
yeah.
fire, like
And that's the
stirring it up.
exact same thing that the man was saying
And
at the poker table.
yeah, I
I was
heard that.
like, "Are you serious?" He was
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, this is the story that we were told and how we grew up, and that's what it really happened." So I meant to look it up afterwards, but I never did. But you just brought it back up, made me think
You brought
about
it
it.
back up.
Nah, Kevin was saying so,
Nah, just
which triggered my memory.
Symbolism.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I like being put on game with certain things. Um, but nah, man, I've been working and then brain dumping and playing video games. I need to get my movie game back
so
on.
what video games you on right now? Madden, college?
Madden, college, and GTA. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
buy the
it.
2K. Um,
Nah, I ain't either.
yeah, I'm gonna wait till 26 come out. I'll pre-order that, but I'm waiting until GTA come out. I'll
Yeah,
have
you're gonna be
that.
waiting forever.
Well, yeah, they pushed it back to 26 now.
Yeah, like Christmas of 26 too, I think.
I'm cool. I'm cool. So,
Yeah.
yeah, because I think the reason why they did that, I slick heard or saw people gonna be able to buy mansions in the fall or the winter time of '05, or not
Mm.
'05, for GTA
For,
5.
um,
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Especially if you could do more to it than just decorate.
yeah. I need to get back on GTA.
I know we ain't played it in
Yes,
a minute.
I'm having they got new businesses on there.
Mm.
Like, I don't even really touch my motorcycle businesses anymore too much because it's just too risky to move whatever you move if you're doing it in a public setting, because
Oh, you
everybody
can't
wants to
do
know.
it in public. You can't do it in public.
But the other businesses that are new on there, people don't be griefing because you don't pop up on the radar as
Mm.
you would in terms of the motorcycle. So
The
but
worst
you
thing that
still make,
game ever did was that bike, that hover bike thing.
oh shit, that's the
Oh
best thing
man,
it
that
did for
was
Man,
me.
that's the worst thing they did, man. This thing
That's
troll
how I get
you.
my, yeah, for people who troll, but that's how I get my grind on, man. Instead of driving all over the
I mean, it's
place.
super fast. That's why I like my
Yeah,
DeLorean. But it's crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
Now that game, the fact that they still putting content into that game and it came out in 2013 is crazy.
That is wild.
it's a
I
moneymaker.
even like think about it. People still playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that game
Not
was
as much
huge.
as I know, not as much as GTA, but people still playing that, and that's been out for a minute.
Yeah,
Rockstar just they know the sauce. They
They
gotta,
make quality games, yeah.
yeah, they know how to do it, man. They
but
don't
shoot, but
rush
Red
it.
Dead ain't even got to add nothing to their game because when it first released, it was so big and massive. It's no way you can do everything in that doggone game.
Yeah, they
There's no
have
way you
added
can
to the
do everything in
online though.
GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I need to get back to the topic. I need to get my movie game back. But
That was the moral of the story.
yeah, yeah. But got to play talking about games. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
There was one more movie that I saw on Apple Plus, which was the Fountain of Youth. And I recommend that one.
I
That was
watched
pretty
that. I
good.
watched
It's
that.
a family movie.
Yeah, it's an Uncharted movie that I wanted.
Yeah.
It's not the one they gave us, but it's the one I wanted. So yeah, nah, it was a
Yeah,
solid flick, I thought.
it was. It reminded me also of
National
National Treasure.
Treasures, National Treasures. Yep.
Why you
That
got
was
why
a
is it
solid
is it
movie.
National Treasures? I'm trying to see why you put an S on it though.
With
Because it's two of
with
them. It's
with the
Okay,
two of
guy
them.
in the
you didn't say one and two. You just said Natural Treasures.
Because it's two of
That's
them.
what's his name? Nick. The
Nick
guy. What's his
Cage.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Cage. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know there was two of them. I remember watching one. Um,
wait, what? You don't know there's two movies?
I didn't think there was two. I didn't get
You
into it.
you
I remember watching one. I don't
you
remember
haven't seen
watching
the
both.
second one when they was into Mount Rushmore?
That might be the one I watched.
The
What was the first one about?
first one's about like they go to the Liberty Bell and it's all about the Declaration of Independence and a
Right.
map on the back of it.
For some reason, I got him in a museum somewhere. Um,
You'll think about
yeah,
it. Don't worry about
I might not have watched it.
it.
Might have been something else. Trying to
I heard
think
they in
what
talks
else
about making a three though.
National Treasures.
Like like actually putting together a script and everything, not just talking about it.
Mm, we'll see. It might have
I
lost its
saw a
time.
movie trailer yesterday with I can't think of the name of it right now, but the Kevin James. He's playing like a hitman.
I saw the poster. I don't know what it's called either. I ain't watched the trailer.
who's
You should
Kevin
watch it.
James.
The guy from like Hitch and Here Comes the Boom,
Guns
uh,
Up.
King of Queens was his
Yeah,
show. He
you
was
don't
a
know that about
thing.
him.
He was a thing in the 2000s.
You don't remember the movie Hitch with Will Smith?
With Will Smith?
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was
he
the
was the
white
big
guy
dude.
that. Yeah, the heavy
Ah,
set.
okay. Okay. Yeah,
He was
yeah,
in the what's the name of the what's the name movies? Adam Sandler with it's
The
like
Grown
him and his
Ups.
friend. Yeah. He's in those, isn't he?
yeah.
Yep,
Adam Sandler did a good job fading away.
he ain't fade away.
He faded with grace. Like
He
I
got
was getting
Happy Gilmore is about to come out.
A new one.
it was too much at one point.
It was too
It
much
was
at one
happy. It
point.
was
He
happy.
did dial
It
it
was
back.
happy. Yeah, better statement. Thank you. He dialed it back. Um, it was Happy Gilmore. It was Waterboy. It was man. It was. I
Oh
was like,
yeah, the
yeah,
same
Lee.
character over and over, pretty much.
Yeah, how many characters you gonna do, bro? You gonna ride? Okay, pause. Okay,
But he has put out some solid movies, though. I mean, not just those
Righteous
funny ones, but
Gemstones
like
is a banger. Not Righteous Gemstones. That's the
Uncut
show you were talking
Gems.
about. Uncut Gems. Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah,
That's
I
probably
like
his
what's
best
that on?
movie. Max,
uh
maybe.
maybe. I don't know which one that went on. But I also liked Hustle. Hustle was a good one. About
Hustle made you
basketball.
want to punch him in the face, man.
He was like a
What's
sports agent.
Let's do
what's the one with Don Cheadle where
He had a movie with Don Cheadle.
yeah, Don
Oh, right, Reign
Cheadle's
Over Me.
yeah. That's good too. Nah,
my bad.
I don't know what kind of Jim Zone.
You can watch it on Amazon Prime for a fee.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Like
That's got to be on something for free.
$2
Yeah,
and
yeah.
eighty
Something that
nine
I'm
cent.
already paying for. I don't
Yeah,
care if it's
it's
one
probably
dollars
on.
and 50 cents.
It
YouTube,
might be on. It might be on
maybe.
Tubi.
Like Tubi on the low be having some hits though, man. Tubi be
I'm
having some trash, but they
I
be having
wouldn't
some
know.
good hits on there.
I ain't watched nothing on Tubi.
Oh man, Chelsea. I would thought Tubi was just straight
man,
bootleg movies, but man, there been some heat back there Chelsea used to watch. Chelsea watched Tubi, she'll watch Fatal Attraction and Snap. Those are her go-to trash.
Go to trash.
um, no, I'm just trying to chat GPT this stuff and see what's on Tubi that's good. Say the top movies is like Train to Busan and 12 Angry Men, Get Out, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Snowpiercer.
All solid movies.
Yeah.
All solid.
No, that's what I'm saying. And how they do it, they'll have it on there for a period of time and rotate them out with other
Mm.
movies that were classics. Um, it's just those commercials, but
Yeah.
now Tubi be having some trash on there. You be like, golly, y'all did this with a VHS camera, man. What is this?
A VHS camera. I heard that they was gonna make you talking about some classics, the Last Dragon. I think it's his 40th anniversary this year, I think. And they were supposed to be having some like limited releases back in the movie theaters.
A
Last
Last Dragon.
Dragon, like Bruce
Bruce
Leroy?
Leroy. Yeah,
Not remaking it, but putting the original back in the theater.
correct. Right. Putting the original back out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fool with that, but okay, because I was about to say, who in the heck is going to play him? They will butcher that movie. That
They're gonna
movie needs
remake
to
it.
stay off.
They should remake it. They
They're gonna
should.
remake it.
No, 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 no. They
They
need
just
to leave that
waiting.
movie alone. They
They
need to
waiting for Barry
leave,
Gordy to no longer be
kick the
here.
bucket.
Yeah.
Um,
As soon as he's out the picture, I bet you they remake it.
Golden Child doesn't need to be remade.
You can't redo
Um,
that.
You can't do
You
that one.
can't redo that one.
It's
See that
classics.
there's it's just certain ones like I don't think none of the Predators need to be remade.
Nah, you can just build on that.
Yeah, that's it.
Big Trouble in Little China, they was trying to remake that. It fell through. The Rock
That
was
was on
trying to do
Tubi.
it.
Big Trouble, Little China.
Oh
Big
man,
Kurt
Trouble.
you gotta
Russell.
watch that. Yeah. If you
He's
drawing
a
a blank, you gotta watch it.
neighborhood hero.
Well,
Like,
he a truck driver that helps his Asian friend out get his girl back. That's the premise of the movie.
nah, nah, I ain't see that one.
You should
Okay,
watch
Nah,
it.
I'll
You
check
should
that
watch it.
one out.
it's solid.
It's very solid. That's where Mortal Kombat was based off of,
Is
in
that
my
yeah?
opinion.
Well, no, it is. They've come out and said it. Like that's where
Okay.
they got Raiden and some of the other characters from. This is really called John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. He put his names in the front of the title. Just like Last
Yeah,
Dragon is Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
Hmm.
yeah, that's a good one. That ninja catching bullets with his teeth.
Nah, strong. Your teeth and gums got to be to catch a bullet.
I thought that was the dopest thing. So green, so green. Thinking you can catch that, man. Get your face toe out.
Man, movie was made in 1985, so it is the 40th year this year.
And just let it be. Just, it's all good. Just let it be. You can replay it, but
Yeah,
don't
just
redo that.
remaster it.
Yeah, don't redo that movie. Because I was mad when they did Come Into America, and we all see how that went. Did y'all know they redid House Party? I didn't even
Yes.
watch it.
Yeah,
Never
I didn't
that
watched
even
was
it.
watch it.
terrible.
I never watched
It
it.
Terrible.
was,
Straight
yeah.
trash.
The
See,
trailer
like
didn't look good.
movies like that, man, don't do it. Don't do it. It was just good for a certain era, and it needs to just stay like one movie I wouldn't mind doing, but a black version of it, Pretty Woman. more modern day and age of Pretty Women with
No, I
what's the
know
lady?
Julie Roberts.
Yeah, Julie Roberts.
Yeah, Richard Gere, solid film. I'm just
Oh,
trying to
you
figure
didn't
out how
like
you
that,
gonna flip
Lamar?
it.
Leave it where it is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't need to
No,
remake that
no.
one.
what you gonna pull a thought off the street?
Yeah, that's
No,
exactly what put a. But I think there's certain people with certain status that are not on social media. You can still do it like a black, like what's it called? A back page
Oh, I got you.
model.
Yeah,
What, like those people still exist. Some will cross that type, but I thought that was a good
straight to Tubi.
I'll do a remake of that. But like Sandlot, no, leave that be. Little
classic.
Giants,
I
leave
don't even
that.
think you can
Yeah,
do any baseball movies no more. Like the game has changed so much that it's not that classic feel that those movies help usher in.
Because kids don't go outside no more. They can't relate.
Yeah.
no, they don't.
I mean,
And
you can do a
white
Sandlot
boys don't play baseball anymore.
and a Little Giants movie, but it's going to be based on today's time where it's like organized, so organized where it's parents versus coach.
Yeah. AAU out there.
Right.
Ain't no angels in the outfield no more.
It's definitely not that. Shit, they need to, nah, they can't even do that. They need to leave that alone. Um, a league of their own.
Major League.
Now they could do one
I
on the
would,
Negro
I would,
leagues.
oh, that would be dope.
Who?
One on the Negro
Negro League,
leagues.
like the whole league itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kind of how
that'd
they
be
did with a
dope.
league of their own, but just make it
Yeah,
the Negro League.
that'd be cool. That'll be a tearjerker. Um, because if you did it Tyler Perry style, you'll be wanting to fight somebody. Um,
I think we didn't hit a low spot. I think we didn't talked enough and been on here enough so we can chop this up.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
It's been-
I'm with it. Um, didn't really cuss that much this time, so I'm growing. I take pride in that. Um, I showed up only 12 minutes late, so I didn't ditch y'all this time. So yeah, hey man, I might be a regular, man.
Depends on what these numbers look like.
Come on back. Yeah, you
Man,
got to
we're
bring an
gonna get to
audience.
we're gonna get to 12, baby. We're gonna get to 12. Oh, man. It's
That's
always
crazy.
good
But I
cutting my
appreciate
head
everybody.
shit
I
with a
appreciate y'all
bitch.
for jumping on, talking. We had a lot of diverse conversation. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us, all of that.
Don't
All of
watch
that.
me watch TV.
No, watch me and then go watch TV.
Right.
I need the
Turn the
views.
TV off. Turn the TV off. YouTube.
Welcome back to my channel. All right, man. Y'all be easy, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.